They already got the Tabitha Brown stuff on clearance.
Disrespectful
Really?
on so many levels.
Her cooking line?
Yes.
And
What the hell?
her, the towels and all that.
Yeah.
Oh,
There's some nice towels. I bought my mom a pair of them.
Mm-hmm.
Hey cousin, how are you? Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you.
Hey. Come
You
on, music. Oh.
fabulous 50. Love you. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. Yo, it's your girl, Chrissy, the Heartbeat, and we are here for another Wind Up Wednesday. It's cold and rainy outside, but we are here. The rain don't stop no show. And I'm super excited to be able to have my guest in the building. But I'm going to start off with my co-host. How you doing over there, co-host?
What's up? What's up? What's up? How are we doing today, everybody?
How you doing?
I'm doing fine. I'm blessed. And as you say, successful.
Successful. That is the new thing right now. I am definitely saying that whenever somebody asks how I'm doing. Successful, baby. I'm successful. Hey, that's what it is. You gotta speak positive affirmations over yourself.
Isn't that what we said we were going to start doing? Positive affirmations and manifesting greatness and positivity and wealth and power.
Absolutely. That's the only way. With that, what else is going on with you over there? You cut your hair on me and everything.
You know I had to cut my hair. Well, yeah, I cut my hair last weekend. I'm getting used to it. Getting used to the natural hair thing. But exciting news tonight. I'm actually filming my podcast tonight.
Hey, she gonna start her podcast tonight. What's the name of your podcast?
Kinky Conversation.
Well, you know what? First, you gotta properly introduce yourself, because I know who you are, but we got guests in the building and maybe someone listening in for the first time on FMP radio app. So go ahead and fully introduce yourself.
I am Shireen CD, Sexy 6-Footer, and I am the host of Kinky Conversations, where we're not experts in the conversation, we're just having
Kinky conversations. So, with you, I know that you have partnered with the Wind Up Wednesday, bringing in the Kinky Conversations as we wind up on Wednesday, every Wednesday. But you are, of course, bringing back Kinky Conversations on a different platform. So, what will that platform be? How can individuals tune in?
So, I am bringing it back on Snapchat, Instagram, YouTube, StreamYard. And we're actually filming it. They're actually filming it so that it can turn into like a web series.
Oh,
so it is. I'm actually bringing back the Kinky. So tonight is the first filming of the show. It's probably like the pilot.
Okay.
And it is just reintroducing myself and reintroducing the show. And tonight it's going to be just fun, reintroducing myself to new guests, new fans out there, and coming back and interacting with my older fans who remember Kinky Conversations before COVID.
Oh, okay. I definitely understand COVID. The pandemic messed up a lot of stuff.
So I will be filming it tonight from 9 until 10 o'clock. You can tune in to see the show on Instagram, Facebook, on Shireen the Sexy 6-Footer. I have several pages. Tune in on those pages and you will be able to see them. But I'm always going to be here until Wind Up Wednesday with my good friend, Chrissy.
Hey, well, I look forward to it, and thank you for coming and being a part of the show. Spicing it up, because me just doing the show, talking to yourself, that's not always good.
We did have some wild conversations.
So far. But we're going to see what this conversation leads tonight, because I have one of my good friends, another fire sign in the building, Mr. Damon Hendricks. How you doing over there, sir?
Hey, everybody. How y'all doing? Yep, it's me, Damon Hendricks, the artist.
The artist.
The artist. I'm out here with Chrissy, the heartbeat.
Hey.
And the sexy 6-footer. So we out here. So I had to come and bless the mic and come out here and introduce myself to the world, to those that don't know, because I'm very, very private. But I decided to come on out and kind of explore this side.
This side of the artistry.
Yeah. You know.
Okay, well, we appreciate that. So with that, tell us just a little bit about what type of artist are you?
Wow. I almost like to say I'm almost like a Renaissance man because I started off a drummer.
Okay.
But I come from a family artists.
Okay, a family of artists.
Yes, indeed. So the way that I started drawing, I actually would get in trouble, and if I got in trouble, I'd have to sit in a corner and basically express myself on paper.
Mm-hmm.
So that's kind of how I started. Like I'm a teacher now, so I understand it.
Mm-hmm. 500 words.
Right, 500 words. Right.
You got to write this sentence 500 times. That's your detention.
Well, I will say this. You asked me what kind of artist I am. I'm a visual artist. I do a lot of oil painting, portraits. Do a lot of abstract work. So you can always reach out to me. I'm on basically all platforms: Instagram, Facebook, all the different ones I have coming up that I'm going to be reaching out. But it's under Damon Hendricks or under Damon Hendricks Art Studios. I just rebranded myself, so it's going to be a real interesting year for 2023. So any portraits you need across the land, any iconic portraits or any iconic music pieces that you may want to check out Hendricks Artworks.
So do you have a website if someone wants to see your actual work, what you do?
Well, right now that's all being revamped.
Mm-hmm.
We have DamonHendricksArtStudios.com is going to be coming out here shortly, but right now it's basically you can catch a lot of it on Facebook and also with HendricksArt.com.
HendricksArt.com.
Yes,
and what is your tagline, or how do they find you on Facebook?
That is also Hendricks Artworks.
It's Hendricks Artworks as well.
Mm-hmm. So of course, we have been rocking for quite a while now. I first was introduced to Damon in his studio before it became the studio that it is now. And, I was just coming to be a model, different things of that nature with photography, a photo shoot, different things of that nature. But where is your studio located? How can someone come and purchase your art?
Well, my art studio is located at 3622 South Morgan in the Bridgeport area in Chicago, Illinois. It's a lot of things that are being done at this location. It's now called the MAC. It's called the Morgan Arts Complex.
Yes, the MAC.
I have a lot to say about that, which I will use this platform to do so. But I will say that we as a people are innovators. We got an idea from somewhere.
Okay. All right. Shots fired. With your oil paintings, on average, and I know this can be, depending on what you design or what you create. What's your average price of your oil paintings?
Oil paintings are going to range anywhere from as low as $1,200 up to probably $25 on an average.
Mm-hmm.
I do have some pieces that are more or less closer to 4,000 or 5,000. Those pieces are pretty large pieces for like museums, banks.
So y'all get that you pay for his work.
Oh yeah.
So you're not the $5 hookup or the $10. You can't get his stuff at the flea market. He's an actual artist, great artist. So you pay what you work, and like you said, you can't have people shortchange you for your talent and your art. So yeah, that's what you should be.
Well, I do believe in you do get what you pay for, and what I'll say about that is a lot of people don't understand art, and I will say, and kind of give my understanding or give my point of view of that, of how to actually purchase art and how to become an art collector. So the way that I do it is that I have something for everybody. So if you can't afford the work, there's also what we call a Jaclay. And so what Jaclays are copies on canvas. And so we hand embellish that. And so I put a limited edition out for that. So those limited editions you can get for anywhere from as low as $400 down to $800 framed up.
Okay.
So that's where you become a collector if you want to do that. Then there's the drawings. You can get a sketch drawn for $150 to $300 to $400. But I will say this: I do believe in myself, and it's taken a long time to do this. I've been doing this for 20 years. My name is worth $100.
I'm just going to say that.
And I'm glad you brought that up, because you did say you've been doing this for 20 years. So, and then you also mentioned that you started drawing in class, right? So what were some of your early inspirations?
It wasn't really in class. Like I said, my father's an art teacher.
Okay.
And so he taught over 35 years in high school and some college, some university work as well.
Okay.
At Bradley University in Peoria, Illinois, where I'm from. And I went to Peoria Manual, but starting off as a young kid, I ended up, always doodling. Mm-hmm. And I found out something I was good at. And so next thing you know, there's other students in my class that are like, man, get Damon to do it. So now I become the artist in the class. And so as you become the artist in the class, now you feel good about yourself. So now it changes the direction of where you are as a child.
Yes.
And so then it motivated me to continue on, but then I felt like it wasn't enough money in it. So I went to college. Fast forward, I went to college at Monmouth College in Monmouth, Illinois, and studied business and accounting with an art minor, and took that business degree and put it with art, and here you go today.
Here we are.
And I actually understand what you're talking about, because my daughter, my middle child, she is very gifted in the fine arts. And she's what she wants to do is she wants to major in art when she goes to college next year, but she wants to be a teacher. She wants to be an art teacher, and she wants to work with high schoolers to help them with their mental health issues and issues that they have surrounding self-esteem and different things like that. And she feels like art is a great way for them to express themselves, because that's what helped her through she suffers from anxiety and depression. But though her using art as a form of therapy is what has helped her.
Absolutely. So
it really made an impact. So when you say that, I'm like, oh wow, that's what my baby gonna be in.
We can use that in a lot of ways, because art, and I'll go into that a little bit later, probably in the latter part of this conversation, but art is music.
Ooh, it is.
Art is color. So when you think of all these things, and you put all these things together, and then when you talk about rhythm, now we're talking about spoken word.
Yes.
You're talking about, rappers. That's why that's why the creative, there's no limitation to what we do.
Absolutely.
And so from that standpoint, it's kind of hard to say, well, what kind of art do you do? That's a hard question.
Because art, like you said, art is so multifaceted, and it's so versatile. There's so much things you can do too. Like this weekend, my daughter surprised me, and she was in the play called The Blueprint of Life, and she surprised me because this quiet young lady was out on stage taking over. And I was like, I posted it on my TikTok page. So if y'all want to go see it, look at it. She's on my TikTok page. I did a whole little thing about it. But like you said, art is versatile. Art is so versatile that you just can't specifically say one thing. You can't say, oh, well, I just want to draw or I just want to paint, because she does so many things. She paints, she draws, she sculpts, she does so much stuff. So I understand what you're saying, and I'm just so excited that you're here.
Well, the thing is, to do is that you see it firsthand that it is therapeutic.
Yes.
And so being that it's therapeutic for a person to actually, it's like listening to calm music. And you are what you hear, manifestation and also affirmations of what you hear as a child and as a person. When you're looking at it from that angle, I think that what happens is, I'll give you another example. A couple of years ago, I worked in a charter school for at-risk high schoolers, and I took some of the worst kids that society said was the worst kids, and we made them, and they had an art show, and then to the point where those students took them off the streets. Now these are gun-toting Chicago teenagers and so forth, and they, hardcore kids. And they're going through a lot, but they just found peace in the fact that they found peace in color, mixing the colors to make a color.
All of that.
And all of that. And so what happens is it makes them, it changes, again.
The narrative.
Exactly.
Changes the narrative. I definitely understand that in regards to, because I work at a alternative school as well, and just being able to share light on what they may be going through and giving them more of a path. Like, no, you can do something else. There's more to life than, the everyday living in the streets and different things of that nature. So I did something very similar with a vision board. I did a vision board, and I made it very clear with the different things that you were required to do. I had posters of your homework assignments all around the classroom, so you couldn't say that you didn't know what the homework assignment was, or you couldn't say different things of that nature. But to your point of the art, just being able to expose them to different things and show them a different way helps change the narrative and put them on a different path.
It also gives them an outlet.
It does give them an outlet.
Gives them an escape from all of what they're going through. Maybe they're in an environment where, they're in an abusive environment where all they hear is yelling, arguing, cussing, and da-da-da-da-da.
And the drug use.
But when they can get it into a canvas, or they can get right on a piece of paper, they can escape into what they're doing. They can put their feelings, their emotions on that canvas or draw it out. And that's one of the things that I so appreciate and so like about art is that it's your escape. It's your temporary vacation from life and what's going on. And then if you look at it, I think we had one of my classes I just did, we had the kids draw something, like 3 to 4 year olds. We had them draw a picture of whatever is in their head, and then the adults got the pictures, and we had to figure out what the kids was trying to talk about.
Oh, no, that's interesting for
and
sure.
So, like the little girl that I had, I thought she drew a butterfly. So I out of the shape, because we had to not paint over it, but like trace into it. And so I traced the butterfly, and then she had like a whole bunch of clouds with horses and stuff. And I was like, oh, this is what you did, a butterfly and clouds and horses. And she was like, no, Miss Sharon, I drew a picture of me. And I said, oh, so my interpretation is you're a beautiful butterfly and you fly in the clouds and you're unique like a unicorn. And she was like, oh man, my Sharon, you did so nice. Yeah.
All right. Well, we got True walking through the door. He got the wine on deck. Shout out to True. True wine in the building. So, I just want to get back to. Oh, thank you.
Hey, now.
I just want to get back to the importance of art. How important, and I know we kind of touched on it in regards to using art to express ourselves and a way to escape from whatever situation that we're going on, or just using it to be freestyle and just again express ourselves. But how important is art in regards to appreciating over time?
Well, you got to understand that everything is art. Your phone that you hold, that we hold dearly, is a piece of art. The cars that we drive, the houses that we live in, anything that you see is a piece of art. The glasses that you drink from, everything. It took someone to draw that, to create it, to make it, to manifest it, exactly, right. To make it and manifest that into something. My thing is that now, to teach a student or to teach a young person or a young adult to how to monetize that. Now that's
next level.
That's next level. So,
come on, entrepreneur.
So how do you monetize something that you love to do? Whether or not it's drawing, painting, photography. You talking about what we're doing now. Manifesting your own podcast, manifesting your own brand of whatever it is that you like to do, your clothing line. That's art. Everything is a creative. We can take our creative gene that we actually have already, that's in us, and create something that's gonna. How can you make money from your passion? That's the biggest thing.
Yeah.
How can you make money from your passion? And so that it's funny to start off young, because now I've gone. Thank you very much. I've come from.
Yeah, we got to make sure you try it first. You got to try it first. What'd you say over there?
Hold on.
That is delicious.
That is delicious. Not to cut you off,
I have to cut myself off. I'm sitting up here like, wait a minute, it's time for a little sippy sip.
No, the wine. When I say the wine is good, that's why I gave you a little bit. I want you to try it first.
Hold on. I'm gonna have to go ahead and try this real quick. Let me see.
Here you go, Sherry.
Oh no, that's tasty.
I told you we was like,
we already know.
Oh yeah, that's definitely.
And this is which one? True. This is the wine. What wine we trying tonight?
That's the Desiree Cognac.
The Desiree.
Yeah.
Desiree Cognac. Yeah.
What's the other one that we had last time?
That's the
whiskey. I thought this was the whiskey. The other one, the cognac.
No, I actually just updated the label.
Oh, okay.
Okay. That's what's up. I'm with it. I'm enjoying this on a Wind Up Wednesday.
Wind Up Wednesday. So y'all, I could pour a little bit more in your cup.
Yes, indeed. FNP Radio is treating me real well right here.
The first time we had this, it was me, Chrissy, and the other co-hosts, and we were just sitting here, just chilling. When I tell you our conversation and the show went, how many? Was it 2 hours?
Yeah.
We were sitting here, and it was so fun. I think it was our last show of the year, and it was
2022.
It was so fun. We was like, what is in this wine?
What is in the wine? But I know we're talking about the wine.
Yes, but going back
to the importance of art and how it appreciates.
Well, I was listening to a Jay-Z song the other, it's been probably a year or two ago, but it sticks with me. And the fact is that he bought some artwork for $1 million, and then another 6 months or another year was worth $2 million.
Yeah, that's that O.J. Simpson. That O.J. Simpson song.
That's a big thing now. Young Black professionals
absolutely
are collecting art, and I agree exactly with you, because I've started collecting art myself, only just because one, it looks good, but two, like that you may buy something. I bought something from Wax It was a long, long time ago.
That's a good one. Kevin is
And it
good.
was original.
Kevin is the originator of what I consider. Kevin is
Kevin who?
Kevin
Right.
Williams.
Yeah.
Okay.
I ain't gonna go into the whole depth of that situation, but Kevin is
Uh-oh.
the GOAT of how can I say of
Creativity.
no,
He
not
had some
necessarily
good artwork.
not necessarily the creativity, but the business thereof of it.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so what he's done is been able to duplicate a lot of it. Everyone's got a piece of his work in their house.
I got several.
Somewhere.
I got Taking Her Back. I have the Queen and King on the Throne.
Mhm.
I have the basketball
Mhm.
one that
King.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
have that one.
That's
But
more
see,
recent.
That's more
recent.
when I first started, I was in high school.
Mm.
And I met him, and I had got it like really cheap because he was just
In the beginning stages.
Well,
no, wasn't even in the beginning stages. He
started-
was trying to show me as a young black woman what art is,
Okay.
and that you want to have something
Mm.
that hang it up in your house, and not just I just got a picture of a white woman in my house or whatever.
Mhm.
He wanted me to show my hair, have something of your heritage. Something
Okay,
of what you
understand.
want. So I still have that painting,
Mhm.
and it is worth a lot of money now. And I
Oh,
don't think I
absolutely.
paid. I was a poor black college student, and I didn't pay that much for it. Because at that time, I didn't know what the hell it was, to be honest.
Well, what's funny about him, and I'm gonna use him as an example since you brought him up. A lot of those pieces, he still has his originals, and so being that he would keep those originals, his originals now may be worth $100,000 for just
Wow.
or more, right? Of just the piece.
Oprah just bought one from him.
My point, but you can still get that poster
Mm-hmm.
of it. You can still get that Jaclay or that copy or that lithograph, and now you got to. Now I'm talking levels of what you got. So he's on a different level.
Yeah.
So that's what I mean by business acumen. And then you have gallery folks that do galleries and so forth. I have another good friend of mine who's a good frat brother of mine, Andre Gouchard. He's got Gallery Gouchard. It's been flourishing in Chicago. You can't come to Chicago without understanding and hearing his name.
Yes.
And so with that being said, I promote all of those that have come before me just to put them out there because they've given me the blueprint where I don't have to go through the same pitfalls.
Yeah.
Right.
Now, those that are coming behind me, these young folks, me being a teacher, I can teach them what I know.
Yep.
And the whole thing is to continue to reach back.
Absolutely.
And that's what this is all about. But going into that Jaclay situation, I'm going to walk you through something real quick.
Okay, please enlighten us because you keep mentioning that. And I understand. But, some people somewhere is ignorant and don't understand.
Like, what is a Jaclay?
What is a Jaclay? And I know that you holding your phone, but you do have the option to put it on that stand or that one right there, So,
yeah, this is cool.
All right, you got it?
Wait a minute. All right. You buy an original piece from me, and I'm middle. You understand? I'm in a building right now where you can buy a large format print. A large format print in my building will go for $40,000 to $80,000.
Oh yeah, I definitely like the lions. I also like the one with the African people and the Black Panther is like right in the middle. That's one of my favorites. Outside of the lion,
Mm-hmm.
And then I also like the one with the bear, and they're black and white. Just real simple, but just how vibrant and just how the picture makes you feel is what I like. And for me, I've always been a fan of taking pictures. I've been taking pictures for a long, long time. I'll tell the secret, okay? I was the kid in middle school. I used to go and steal the cameras from out of Family Dollar, and then just go and take pictures. And for whatever reason, I just knew it was important to take pictures. At that time, we had the wound up cameras, the disposable ones. So after you take 27 pictures, you were done.
Mm-hmm.
I had that camera, and then my granny gave me the old school version camera where I could put the film inside and take the pictures.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much still the same thing. After a certain amount of pictures, you got to turn it in. But I had to take the thing out the bag, had to pop it open, take the thing out, put that in, take that to Walgreens, whole little process. Now that's really like going back down memory lane right there, but literally, I've always been a fan of just taking pictures of just rare things, but it stood out and there was something different about it. Another example of just being able to listen. You ever just watch a bag in flying back and forth in air?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like how peaceful and calming it is, but all at the same time, art, how it's just displaying how nature is.
Mm-hmm.
And so just little things like that, I'm sharing a little bit more about myself all at the same time.
Understood. Absolutely. Here's a story.
We love stories.
And I feel like this is going to enlighten some folks, give them the game, and some people are going to be mad because it's like, why are you telling it? So it's like I'm giving the
sauce.
I'm giving the sauce.
You giving the sauce? He got the juice. But let us know, because so definitely just be able to be more inclined of what I'm doing when I purchase art. Like, is there certain questions I should be asking related to, is there authentications and
Get your paperwork.
Get your paperwork. All right.
Paperwork,
What
right.
you mean by get your paperwork?
Get your paperwork.
But wait, go ahead and tell your story. Tell your story.
This is
And
the
then-
story. This is how it goes. So, Chrissy, you buy a original piece of art from Damon Hendrix for $2,500. Then Stacy turns around and buys the clay, which is the copy on canvas, for $800. Okay. So she's now purchased the copy of what you now own the original of, but there's only going to be 20 copies. You got to follow me quick.
Okay, we following.
Okay.
So 20 copies from the original.
20 copies from the original is what I may put out.
Okay, on the canvas.
Correct. I'll never put out more than that.
All right.
That's where you get your paperwork to say I have a 1 of 20, 20 of 20, 15 of 20, so forth and so forth of that 20.
Okay, overstand.
Okay. So now what happens is you have that. Now, when you sell 20 of those, let's just dismiss all of that, and your profit margin on that would be $500 on a clay. So say, for instance, maximum $500 times the 20.
Okay.
Okay. So you'll take 500 times the 20.
I'm listening.
And that's the maximum of where you are for your limited edition for that original piece. The original piece is still sitting over here. But now, because you sold out that edition, shouldn't the value of that original go up?
Yes.
Okay, so
because
now
it made
$10,000. Okay, so but there's no more to ever be made.
Right.
So now those are gone. So you have 21 pieces. You have the original and 20
pieces.
Okay. So now that original is worth what that edition is worth.
Oh, wow. Nice.
So it would be smart to buy an original piece.
Absolutely.
Because it's like right now, art, and this is the game that they don't want to tell you. Art is better than buying a CD. It's better than investment at the bank. In certain levels, it's better to. That's why they're purchasing art. That's why art is the biggest thing in hip hop.
Yeah.
Because in hip hop, everybody in hip hop, from Swiss Beats to Jay-Z, Beyonce, to Justin Bieber, to Lil Wayne, they don't tell the whole story, but they have a lot of art in their house.
Yeah, I actually remember my first hearing about the importance of art actually came from Grant Hill.
Hmm.
Yeah, it came from Grant Hill and of course his wife, Tamia, and how they were just telling their backstory and how he made an investment. He went over to Africa like many of us are planning to do, have done, whatever the case may be. But he just invested into their art and they created a museum. So that was my first real introduction to art.
Mm-hmm. Well, when I took it more and more serious, I got my first studio at the Zobie Art Center, which is on 35th in Morgan. And one of the first artists that they had in that building was Hebrew Brantley.
Okay.
Hebrew Brantley, who does a lot of street art,
Mm-hmm.
which people thought was graffiti. Difference between street art and a graffiti art is totally different things.
Totally different. It's just naming.
Right. You're talking about a writer versus someone who does street art. So they
like murals.
Right. So that's a totally different thing. So he was an artist in my building. Another gentleman by the name of Rodney Way, who was also a graffiti artist, who gave me the breakdown of the difference between graffiti and street art.
Uh-huh.
Gave me the game on that part. So here I am meeting street artists, graffiti artists, writers, people who bombed, people that did trains. I mean, it's just different conversations, and that's a whole nother vocabulary, a dictionary that you'll need to even have that conversation. But to come back to take street art and turn it into fine art, that's the biggest thing right now.
Ooh.
And so now to be able to take someone in hip hop and then smooth them over with a jazz beat, I'm gonna give you an example. Kendrick Lamar.
Oh, I love Kendrick with his Gemini two-faced self.
J. Cole.
I love J. Cole too. And they be trying to compare them but they different.
They are different. But my point is that they have a certain level and they have a good deep history of music.
Yes.
Background where it's not just a beat. They actually go into the instrumentation. I mean,
yes.
Look at Chance. Let's go bring it back home to Chance and even Kanye. But
another Gemini with his two-faced self.
But the thing is that these gentlemen, they know how to bridge and create, and then going back to all of that, monetize what they're thinking.
Yeah, they know how to get to the. This was last week's show where we were talking about how music plays off of the beat of the heart or your drum. Mm-hmm. That's what last week's conversation was related to, just how music, of course, is art and it's the vibrations to our heart. That's why every rap song right about now has that drumming, drill type of beat, because they know that that's what taps into us because of the frequency. Mm-hmm. So I'm saying that to say they know how to tap into the frequency to be able to pull us in, say the message, get off whatever it is, may do a little sneak dissing or whatever, but they know how to get to the heart or the roots of your soul and be able to express what they're trying to get.
Well, that goes back to even what I say, how I put music with the art. So given that story about how to monetize it, so mm-hmm. I just told you 500 on the minimum, 800 on the high end, mm-hmm. times 20, and I have 100 paintings of original paintings. So now you do the math on all of that. Now we're looking at $1 million status mm-hmm. coming into your situation, but it's just now you have to do the work.
Yes.
So if you're doing the work, then now that's where the hustle comes in. And everybody knows that go to any major company, because I'm a salesperson as well, I've done
Come with that business degree.
I've done call centers. I've done healthcare. I've done insurance. I've done different things
The Cube Farm.
where you. But
That's what I call centers, and I've got the same background.
Well, with the call center, you got to figure most of the people that are actually orchestrating, they give us. Okay, let's look at our basketball and our professional sports. Same thing. What they do is they give us X amount of dollars that we never seen.
Mm-hmm.
Once they give us the money that we haven't seen, then we have those that in mid-management level that wow, we're making $100,000. We're making $200,000, and I'm managing this call center and so forth and so on. But you paying the call center folks $40,000, $50,000, $60,000, or whatever for that money.
Right.
But then the powers that be are making millions of dollars off of everything that you do.
Absolutely.
And most of the people that are in those higher situations and higher management don't look like you and I.
Not at all.
But majority of the people that are working and actually understand how to make the sale, how to create the sale, how to do what we do.
Listen.
Need I say more?
No, you don't, because I already understand what you are relating to of being on the front lines, and then also just understanding, okay, I know for a fact that me just managing this one person or managing these multiple clients, I know that what I'm doing, say for instance, because I'll put it this way, I was an academic advisor. So being an academic advisor, I was managing an average of 325 people.
Mm-hmm.
So each student is ranging on spending with their finances or financial aid an average of $20,000 to $50,000. So just imagine that math of you getting a degree and you're managing 325 people. So, but they're only giving me, my salary is only $40,000 to manage these 325 people. But I made you more.
Well, I have to interrupt and say this: in healthcare, we're bringing in $10,000-$15,000 in commission every month.
Yep.
And doing healthcare when healthcare was hot. I'm selling Blue Cross Blue Shield, doing this and that, and all your major medical plans. But I didn't realize how much money that the company was making off of the back that they gave me the 10 to 15, but they just made 100,000.
Absolutely.
Or more off of the sale that I just made. So they did $150,000 because I closed it, and then they gave me maybe $1,000 of that. But I'm like hustling and working because I'm looking and trying to get this $15,000 commission.
Right.
Again, never seeing that kind of money. I'm like, man, I'm balling. But they're looking at it like, yeah, keep going, keep running.
Keep running. Keep going in the rat race.
And the reason I bring all of this business up.
No, it's very good and it's important.
Why not do that for what you love to do?
I already understand, okay? That's why I ain't worked in corporate America and it's going on close to 8 years.
That's why I sell crystals.
That's why I became a business operations specialist to help
brand yourself.
Help other individuals become entrepreneurs and business owners. That's why, aka business operations specialist, also known as boss for short, you know.
Chrissy the Heartbeat.
As Chrissy the Heartbeat. But yes, I definitely understand that. I do not like how corporate America is set up. You know, I call it corporate slavery.
We work so hard for it and see so little of it, but because they give us enough. There's certain things that, I mean, let's look at our ball players. They give them a $5 million deal, but they don't tell them that they just made $80 million off
of them.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then they do that.
The Roman games.
Now they keep doing that, but see that looks good. It's like, man, I can buy my house. I can take care of mama. I'm out the hood and so forth. So it's like, yeah, now go jump. Now go run and go.
See,
The
and
rat
I
race.
actually still work in corporate America, and I also run my own business. But the thing is ain't nothing like work, and I'm being country, but ain't nothing like working for yourself. Just like you said, you will put more passion and be more successful at something that you're passionate about.
Yes.
That's yours. Like for me, I'm very passionate about my crystals and healing and self-healing and stuff. So I can tell you, I don't mind. Hey, what you need? Okay, I got you. Whereas when I go to work, I'll be like, damn, I gotta go in here today. I don't feel like going.
Man, trust me.
If you can get into it where you can get your like I said before, in passion, and make your passion pay for itself, and then once you talk about, just before we came on, we were talking about success.
Yes.
Being successful now, how do you continue to? Do you understand? In the last 6 months to last year, I've probably given more than I received, which gave me an abundance of things that came back to me.
So my seed.
Oh yeah,
and showing my seeds to those students and to people, and just keep giving people space, giving people time, giving people a platform like you're giving tonight.
Yeah.
To be able to do something that's different, and to have the right spirit and to have the right heart to be able to do it. Things come back and it's like, man, I ain't got this money. I got $100, and man, my man needs $50, or this person is really hurting, and I'm gonna go ahead and give him 50. I gotta give him half. Man, I can't give him the full 100, but I gotta eat too, so I'm gonna give him half and share what I got. So I give him the 50, and then turn around the next day and somebody give me 200.
Yep.
And that's, well, me, I work just because I got a lot of obligations and responsibilities. And not only do I have my business, but I have a not-for-profit organization that is self-funded. And so I give back to the community. And my thing is making a difference in someone's life. No matter how small that difference is, I want to make a difference. So, and I was mentioning to Chrissy before we went on the air about we're having a food giveaway on this weekend. And just like you said, it's sowing that seed. I may sacrifice $350 to buy a truck. Rent a truck to do the food. But I'm blessing so many families and so many people in that area.
And somebody sees that.
And
It brings it right back. I'll be like, damn, this is my last $350.
I know.
Right.
I ain't been there.
And then you don't want to give it, but you listening to what God is telling you to do.
Yeah.
And then they always say God never puts more on you than you can bear. And usually when I sow that seed, He always blesses me for sowing that seed. So I understand exactly what you're saying about making a difference and giving that little bit and getting much and getting something back in return when you at least expect it.
Yeah, and usually it happens, and I bear witness because I've been in that situation where I'm giving out food, and I literally don't have. I think during that time when I first started giving out food, I didn't have a car, but I had to go pick up food from downtown at least 3 times out of the week. But I made a way to go get it and pick it up and then be able to give it to those who were in need. And because of that, I used to see and witness, like, I don't have nothing at the moment, but literally the next day, my hand, or the day of, my hand itching, and then voila, here goes some money, or voila, oh, you know what? This a phone call that I wasn't expecting, but I definitely needed to hear from you, type of day.
Money is not the most important thing.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
Money, let me say this again.
There's currency on so many different ways.
Exactly. So my currency, the thing is, the most expensive thing in the world right now is your time.
Yep.
Absolutely.
And I've been hearing that a little bit more and more often, but the thing is your time, because you can't get that back.
I cannot.
And so therefore you have to value my time, value other people's time, and then also we can all create and make money. And it's just a matter of how you want to do it. But need money to move and to kind of do the things we need.
Yep.
But what are you going to, if you had $1 million, what are you going to do? Just live and be balling out on your own? Or are you going to help somebody else? My thing is, I'm still for the youth. I'm still trying to figure out a way to, you know, take
Empower
care
them.
and empower them, because I ain't going to be here. And then, you know, yeah, you balled out while you were here, but what did you do to leave?
What's your legacy?
And you know what, exactly what Chrissy just said, what's your legacy?
Mm-hmm.
Like I see all of these, and I'm older, I see all of these young men who was in high school, who was basketball players,
Mm-hmm.
and they balled out, as you said. I got a $100,000 house, $1 million house over in Burr Ridge, and da 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 da.
Mm-hmm.
Now those same people today, you know, my mom is a financial planner, so those same guys today come talk to my mama and she tell me, what you got to show for it?
Mm-hmm.
Right. What you got to show for it?
You know, they're sitting there like, oh, my mom telling you a dumbass. You had all that money. What you do with it?
Mm-hmm.
You bought cars, you bought jewelry, you bought clothes. But what is that gonna do for you now? They're like my age, and they gotta move back home and live with their mama because they blew all their money.
That's
Or
so embarrassing.
you know, or they went to the club and popped bottles and bought this and spent
Jewelry,
all of that,
and
don't have nothing to show for it.
Or not
But
only that, going out, because you know, before you actually go out to go spend that money, you gotta go spend some money on the outfit. And if you don't have, and if you are the alpha or the main person in the crew, you gotta spend money for your crew too.
Right. And so, and that's the thing that my mom tells them all the time. You know, you have to have something to show for it.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
You know, a year from now, me working at my job or being where I'm at, I always look at, when I do my taxes, I look at it and say, oh, dang, I made da 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 da.
You don't realize
What I got to show for it.
Yeah.
If I can look at my bank account and I can say, you know what, I got a money market account, I got a retirement fund, my kids' college fund is up there, so when they go to college next year, that's paid for. I got something to show for it. I got something to show what I did with my money. Or I can sit back and say, you know what, I'm debt free because I saved my money. I paid these bills on time. My credit score is da 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 da, whatever, because I was wise with my money. And that's one thing that us as people don't do, is we're not wise with our money. We want that temporary.
The temporary.
We want that temporary fix. We want that at this moment I'm gonna floss, I'm gonna shine.
Mm-hmm.
At this moment, I'm about this shit on these niggas.
But that only lasts for a minute.
Yeah.
It's just like a fad. You know, next week after that outfit that you done had on, everybody and their mama wearing it.
We was fly. I got over 1,000 likes. No, let me stop.
But you're right. But you're absolutely right. And so the thing is a month from now, a week from now, when those same people that was liking you and you was trending,
Right.
What do you got to show for it?
Well, see, that goes back also, and I'm gonna go full circle with that as well. One of the things I told my kids, and they put it in my face on a regular basis. I have my oldest son is 28 now, and he goes. He's Damon Jr., but he goes by Polar Boy Shorty. And Polar Boy Shorty is a record producer for a lot of what I call the little people. So anybody, and either you little people, or you got baby in your name. So he's
what?
the baby, little baby.
It's so. I hate it. It drives me insane. Like
little what was it? Is it? Man, don't get me started.
It's just too much.
Dark?
See,
Little Dark and all the little people. He's probably had some type of beat that has played with them. Then my youngest son, Jordan, is he's a videographer. So
okay.
He shoots movies and different things of that nature, and so they have a business together. Basically, he has his business, and he does the engineering, and then he does the videos. So, but then together they have Solo Vision and Solo Group. So the Solo Group, basically, there's the Polo Beats, and then there's the solo vision. I told them when they were younger, I said that you need to figure out a way to get to college, get the degree, get the job, and then after you get the job, you need to learn it so that you can become an entrepreneur. By the time they were 15, 16 years old, they had become entrepreneurs. They said, why we need to go work with somebody else when we got our own business?
I share that.
And they've been working for themselves ever since. And so now, being at the ages of 28 and 26, they're flourishing on their own. Although I say education is still very much the key. They've kind of educated themselves in what they love to do and follow their passion. Going back to art.
Yes.
That's their art. That's their creativity. But they're also visual artists as well. But they've taken a lot of what they have visually and put it into what they can hear and what they can see.
Yeah.
And they just haven't manifested it the same way that Daddy did on a paintbrush or a pencil, whereas I took on almost identically to my father. My father was an art teacher, so going into that and doing he was one of the greatest painters and charcoal guys I know, and just kind of following in his footsteps. And then to come to find out that my grandmother, my grandmother, she did it as a hobby. So I have paintings from my grandmother.
Oh, wow.
And then my grandfather was a plaster contractor who married my grandmother. And so he did art on walls.
Nice.
So I'm just saying, it comes from.
It just keeps going. It just
but
keeps
you
going.
Know what? I was having this conversation with my daughter the other day. And they were saying that the younger generation is taking the skills and the things that we used to do back in the day and putting their twist on it and flipping it for their generation.
Oh yeah, I keep saying we relive in the 1920s right now, and just for us, it's very important for us to get back to the basic things that make us happy, and of course, just doing certain things from making our own clothes, making our own essential things like soaps and hand washes or detergents and different things of that nature. Just to add what you're saying, we are in a time where it's very important for us to express ourselves as well as utilize what we have around us to be successful, seeing that they have so many barriers set up to block us. But we can't be kept in a box. So because we can't be kept in a box, we find innovative ways to explore and get out this box, because we're not designed to be fit in that. So just to add what you're saying in regards to the time period, we relive in the 1920s.
Yeah. And the thing is TikTok
yeah,
has really exposed the fact that young people are doing it. Because you go on TikTok, you see people on there making bracelets, selling
lemonades.
It's a lady on there that she does candy. You know how you go to school and the candy store lady?
Yeah.
She on TikTok selling candy.
I seen recently where they are like doing something with the pickles.
Oh yeah, the flavored pickles.
Pickles.
They're making flavored pickles, or they're putting alcohol in them, like flavored alcohol.
It looks all very good. I'm like, but all the red dyes and blue sixes, I gotta stay away. But that looks amazing.
I see people making candles, like you said, doing soap,
bath bombs.
One thing I can say that COVID did was it brought out the entrepreneurs.
Yes.
That made people use their talents because we didn't have nothing else to do.
Absolutely.
And those people that did have talents, but I'm too busy on social media, I'm too busy doing this. COVID made us stay at home and focus on doing us. Those things, and focus on family time, and focus on, because I admit during COVID my kids was making soap, making slime. I got one kid that sold slime. She made all different kinds of slime out of all different kind of stuff, and I'm like, if you make one more thing that's some slime,
I'm a
out.
scream. Trust me.
Then they was doing shaving cream stuff and making lip gloss.
It
And
sounded like they was just able to be creative and not
But
worry
it-
about everything else that was happening in the world, the pressures and different things of that nature,
But
which is good.
it goes back to you talking about art and creativity.
Mhm.
It got them to use their creative juices and, like you said, step outside the box and
Yeah.
do something different. So, I mean,
Well, let me say one thing before we wrap up too.
Yeah, because I want to take a quick music break before just play one song,
Okay.
refresh, and then everybody can say their goodbyes. But, go ahead.
All right. Well, let me say this real quick. Find peace in your passion and make your passion pay for itself.
I shaded that. I shaded that.
I had that in my head. It's just I had to say.
you need to make that your slogan.
Yes. So we're going to take a quick music break, and I hope you all are enjoying the show on this Wind Up Wednesday. I see everybody right now enjoying the wine that we have in the building by none other True Wine. True. You were supposed to be recording that part. True. We're gonna do it again when we come back after this music break. But it's your girl Chrissy the Heartbeat, and we'll be right back.
All right, I gotta go. I gotta get.
What's your
I know.
Instagram?
What's Sharon Chester or Shireen D Sexy 6 Footer? But if you on my Facebook page, I posted on my personal Facebook.
Is that good enough for you there, Chris?
Yes. Huh? This is like my favorite song. This is a new artist I came across, and I just love everything about it.
I like it. I have him over to the studio to put on the wine.
Yes, you can.
Yeah, I like this stuff. I like it here.
I know you do.
I do. That was real good.
No, y'all ain't tried the other one. I like the other one better, but you know.
I'm gonna go with that one. So this was the real. You got a white one right there? I won't have white until the end of the year. I won't have 2 reds.
2 reds, but both of the reds is good. I can vouch. Look, I can vouch for sure. No, I ain't trying to take over. No, I'll help manage. That's a different story. Hey, you going somewhere with it, so I like what so far everybody I have introduced to you with your wine has bought your wine. More than one. I mean, as a business operations specialist, this is what I do. That part, I make it happen.
How do you feel about it? How do you feel about it? Your logo. How do you feel about it? Oh, are you with it? Are you stuck on that?
I'm stuck on it for right now. I am doing a whole relaunch.
The reason why I say, you tell me, I've been around. That's important. Yes.
Yeah. Oh.
That's important. Period. Wine is not important. True is important. That's the highlight of all of your marketing, bro. True. True. That's what it's like out here. That's why I had to change it. Tell you what, this is artwork. Bro, that's long as hell. As long as hell, it looked nice and scripted and shit. So I was like, oh, this is nice. But everybody's like, Hendrix artwork is long as shit, bro. But my main thing was my name, Hendrix. So now I went from Hendrix artwork to just Hendrix.
No, they know it's wine.
Right.
But you still want wine in it, but you want that, bro. And I know it's hard when you trademark that, but true wine.
Well, I own the word true wine anyway. I own the whole thing. Everything actually under my brand is true. So from the first 30. So everything true word or true, I own it.
This dude gonna be a millionaire the next day.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm sitting up and I'm looking at it, he just chilling.
Yep.
And I'm looking at him like, think about it.
Yo, we are back. The conversation is getting good back here with True Wine and, of course, Mr. Damon, True Wine and Mr. Damon Hendrick. And before we left, I mentioned that everybody was in here enjoying True's wine. And, you know, we all said at the same time, True. Hey, you know, it's really good. So if you haven't purchased True Wine yet, man, make sure that you do so. So True, you gotta hop really quick on the mic. Just let everyone know. Yeah, I gotta put you on the spot. let everyone know how they can get in contact with you, following you on Facebook or Instagram, and get some of your iconic wine that's on the rise.
Okay, well, hey everybody, it's Truth popping up. FMP Radio, shout out to the team and shout out to Chrissy the Heartbeat.
Boom, boom.
But no, yeah, you can also hit me up at true_the_lifer. Again, it's TRUE_DALIFER on Instagram. Also, True Wine on Instagram, True Wine on Facebook. Then the website is truewinechicago.com. And so that's how you can, hit us up. Get your wine, book your unlimited wine bar, all that good stuff. We come out, we host it. And also, you can hit up Chrissy too.
Yes, you can hit me up.
So
You can definitely hit me up. So tonight we're trying the one. I know you have 2 red wines, right?
That's actually the Desiree Cognac, and then the other one is the Sangaree Whiskey.
The Sangaree Whiskey. Ooh. I don't know. Trust me, when you try that one, you're gonna be like, it all depends on if you're a cognac or whiskey man, though.
She said,
All he said was yum yum. I can't take no more. Thank you. I do my best. I gotta make sure that I promote, because as of today, I've tried different black owned wines, and I have to say, I make sure I say black owned wines. And this wine so far is leading for me. It's my taste buds. Everybody don't have Everybody don't have the same taste buds as me, but for me, True Wine is where it's at. All right, that's it. If you like red wine, True Wine is where it's at. Okay, I'm gonna say it again. True Wine is where it's at. With that,
hit that heartbeat real quick.
boom, boom. It ain't the same. I'm just that person, not. But anyway, you said that the question was asked that if you were going to be introducing a white wine, right? So we got that in the works. What's happening with that?
As I was saying behind the scenes, at the end of the year, Breeze and Bean, I'm still trying to get it approved.
Okay.
Just like it took me about a year and a half to get the first 2, which is the red approved. So once I get that approved, I'm gonna drop it. Probably the next day.
Aye.
It's really ready. I just need to get it approved. So.
Oh, it's ready. So can we taste it?
Yeah. Next week, actually, if you want, I can bring something to you.
Look, he said him gonna come back. Okay. We gotta have a whole nother step.
I'm appreciating the vibe here.
Yes.
True.
Look.
He said true.
True. So we have to have a whole nother separate conversation, because I've had my birthday party in your studio for the last 2 years.
Yes, indeed.
Yes, I have, and just trying to see what's happening with that for this year. But that's an off-air conversation.
That is an off-air conversation, but I do have some good news coming up. But I don't know if it's gonna. Your birthday is like.
I know it's the spring season. I kick off spring, okay?
Yeah.
That's what I do. I bring things back to life.
The building, we got a lot of things going on at that building.
I know. You ain't touch on it too much.
Yeah.
Like you want to.
Well, I'll share this. The building's not open to the public as of yet. But the good news is the building is going to be open to the public very, very soon. Now, your birthday may be before that date of opening. So you may have a private party.
Okay.
I want you to have a public party because you deserve that.
I appreciate that for sure. So that means I need to hold back just like a week or so.
We'll see. We need to push it back as far as we can. Yeah. Once we do that, we can put your birthday and we can go.
I just need the hallway. Just give me the hallway, man. That's it. All I need is the hallway. Okay. Everything else can be inside the studio. I just need the hallway.
Hey, the hallway's nice.
The hallway is nice, okay. You haven't been to the Mac building, okay. And then of course, you know, I'm gonna have you there with the wine because everybody gonna be wanting the wine.
True facts.
True fact. True. I just need the hallway. Just give me the hallway where your studio is at, so I can do this lingerie Playboy theme birthday party.
Right after. Let's talk about that right after. The reason why I say let's talk about that right after is because I may have something for you.
Ooh, I like the sound of that. Look. Say more, not say less, but say more. But anyway, we're going to go ahead and close out the show. It has been another great, amazing show. So before we go, Mr. Hendricks, please let everyone know how they can get in contact with you in regards to being able to purchase some of your art and different things of that nature. Wait. Before you do that, you have made some art, because I forgot to ask this question. What was some of the artists' portraits that you have done over the years?
Oh, wow.
Yeah, well, I forgot to ask that question, but before we get out of here, you did some portraits, and I was in the space for one of them over at the Harold Washington Culture Center.
Oh.
Oh.
Yes. A living legend.
Yeah, living legend. My favorite lyricist of all time. I was able to actually hand him over, and we actually became good friends thereafter. Mr. Rakim. That's my buddy. I did a portrait for him. Kim, the singer.
Okay, K-E-M.
K-E-M.
Love calls your name.
I can't name all of the blues singers that I had. I mean, from Johnny Taylor Jr. to, it's a lot of those names that I can't remember, unfortunately. But I did Buddy Guy. I delivered some paintings to him.
Ooh, another Chicago legend.
Let's see.
I know I put you on the spot. I had to.
Yeah, Houdini.
Okay.
Salt and Pepper. Brian Culberson. David Sanborn. Jazz artist. Phil Seed, local jazz artist. Corey Wilkes, local jazz artist. When I mean local, they're from here, but they're internationally known. So they do
no, we understand that for sure.
Okay, and then let me think of. I can't think of.
No, Chicago is the Mecca.
Big Daddy Kane.
Yeah.
A lot of hip hop and a lot of jazz artists. Boney James got probably 3 paintings.
Oh, wow.
Eric Roberson.
And they got the originals.
Yeah, they got originals.
They got the originals.
Yeah, I did those on the spot. I used to do performance painting.
I have been in a space where you did a performance painting before. And when I say performance painting, we had, because you know how we was just talking about music and how that's an art in itself. This man has been able to create a jazz player, and was that with Charles
Pryor.
With Charles Pryor, where Charles Pryor is playing, he plays the saxophone, right? Trumpet. My bad. My apologies. Don't get on my case, okay? I know it's just part of the horns, but Charles plays the trumpet, and while he's playing the trumpet, he is feeling the vibrations and drawing the painting based off of what he's playing.
Well, let me explain that a little bit more.
Please, because you know I'm just touching the surface.
I'm a percussionist, so basically, and I don't share this very often because I don't want people to steal the idea. And a lot of people have, but I've never seen it done on YouTube across the country.
You not.
But being a percussionist, I actually can drum the paint and create the creative piece from drumming the paint with my fingers on the 2 sticks. Yeah, see. So it's all rhythm, and so when Charles would play, we ended up calling our group Artistic Soul.
Nice.
And so artistic was with a K, and CK actually, because we stick, and how we stick and move and so forth. But it was musically,
Hey.
it was a stick, it was a musically inclined art. I do want to put one thing out there that I do have coming up before we leave as well on March 16th at the studio.
Okay.
We have our first comedy show.
Ooh, who headlining?
This is going to be by Big Head Comedy.
Big Head Comedy. Okay.
If you guys look up Big Head Comedy, it's my girl Felice. She's got Big Head Comedy. We've got Mo. We got a couple of different artists coming. I think B. Cole may be around. A lot of Chicago greats going to be coming, stopping throughout these different ones. Damon Williams, Leon Rogers, a couple of others.
So this gonna be once a month?
It's gonna be right now. We're doing once a month. It may end up being once a week, but it's called Artistically Funny.
Ooh, I like it. I like that a lot.
Yeah.
So, are we bringing back? I'm sorry, we gonna be bringing back Thursday nights.
Thursday nights at the D-High at Damon Hendrix Art Studio.
Yes.
That'll be a nay.
Okay.
No, you know what? I may end up bringing it back to it.
For the summer, at least.
I may do a 10-week period.
All right. I'll take that. Whatever. You know, I'll take that.
It's just that something. If it ain't making dollars, it ain't making no sense.
I know. I got it. If it ain't about the money,
I gotta get the bag,
don't be blowing me up.
I do, but I do have a lot of the paint sips coming too.
All right, well.
I do appreciate you guys having me on. I know we're ready to wrap up on a few things, but I feel blessed to be on this mic tonight to kind of share my ideas and give understanding to the public on how to purchase art and just
not only the importance of art.
Well, the importance of art and how it relates to all creativity of the mind and how we can actually make this therapeutic for everyone and everything, and include the music and the vibe. And how that works and to manifest that into something visual. And then again, I have to say it again, find peace in your passion. Find peace in your passion and make your passion pay for itself. I'm done.
The gym.
The gym of the night.
That's all, folks.
That is all. All right. And True, just one more time, how can they find you on social media?
True Wine on Instagram. Also, True_the Lifer on Instagram. And then if you want to just hit up the website, truewinechicago.com.
All right, thank you. And it is none other than Chrissy the Heartbeat, and that is Chrissy with the K, KRISSY_ The Heartbeat. You can find me on Facebook, Instagram, as well as YouTube. And with that, I hope you all enjoyed the show tonight and learned a little bit about arts if you have been interested, or if you are someone who draws yourself. Hopefully the conversation has had sparked or enlightened you with some information on how you can monetize what you do in your creativity. And this song just came over me right about now, so I'm gonna bring a little old school back because we all appreciate the arts. And this brother right here, may he rest in peace, he played all the instruments and he really tapped into who he was and be able to express himself. So I'm going to play none other than Prince, Diamonds and Pearls. With that, you all have a great rest of your night. We'll be back next month. This is Chrissy the Heartbeat with Wind Up Wednesday. And next month is Women History Month. So you'd have no idea who I got coming in the building. But make sure that you are ready because I do have some powerhouses coming in. With that, we're going to go ahead and end the night. Peace and love and light.
Good stuff there, Chrissy.
I did my best.
Yeah.
All right. So it's just once a month. Oh, I didn't think it was once a week.